So moving on, we only have 2 topics left, but the first one, this came out yesterday or the day before, the MK11 reveal gameplay. It's not a trailer; it's gameplay and fatalities. Was
a couple characters. Yeah, we're recording this on the 18th of January.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was yesterday or the day before. Essentially, it showed a lot of the gameplay. It showed Baraka, Scarlet, that new guy who I'm already forgetting his name because he's already Geras or whatever.
Of course, goddamn strikers in the friggin' video.
Well, it just showed, and then
luckily it was him getting killed.
Cassie Cage, like it showed.
We still, to this day, 3 years later at least, still get comments on the best Street Fighter and worst Street Fighter characters list about goddamn
you mean
Striker.
Mortal Kombat, not Street Fighter.
I have Street Fighter on the brain right now for that debate.
So what I was going to bring that up during this. So it's funny because, 2 or 3 years ago, we decided we're going to do every Mortal Kombat game. We're going to do top 10s on all of it. Kind of like what we're doing right now with the Resident Evil. We're not going quite as crazy. We did it all compacted into a month where it was all 10 games at the time, plus top 10s for best fighters, worst fighters, best fatalities, and best... There was one other. I think like best, most iconic
stage fatalities.
Moves. Or, stage fatalities. Still to this day, every time there's something out in the news about Mortal Kombat, I guess it links to our videos. We still get
Helps
people.
Us.
It still gets people that are like, how can you say like Striker's a terrible character? Or like somebody's like, there's the opinions on Mortal Kombat are definitely the strongest. That and probably baseball games on the NES. Those are 2 things we get. That and Jim's whole fuck up on the Simpsons games, which screwed our list royally.
Hey, put Itchy and Scratchy, number 2. We're unique.
Yeah. So either way, with this MK11 reveal, we're clearly huge fans. When it comes out, we're going to get it. We're going to review it just because we already did the other MK games. In general, there was nothing for me, like, showing Baraka, I was happy about because I'm like, cool, you brought him back. The fatalities, of course.
Brutal.
Super brutal, and they always, like, it's not even that they stepped up the gore, it's like just, oh shit, that's something I haven't seen, like Baraka eating out a brain, or Scorpion doing the swing around a dude and chopping him in half. Those are all really cool.
I love that you said eating out a brain and not just eating a brain.
What can I say, Jim? Got things on my mind. So my point is, nothing from that game looked crazy, like, oh man, they're introducing this, and maybe they're hiding, they're keeping some of their cards behind sleeves. I did like that they're showing from Injustice 2, you can have skins, weapons, just a lot more unlockable things. So in the past, it was like, goddamn, I like having Scorpion, but I want to have the classic-looking Scorpion. Now you're going to have that easily. I don't know if it's going to be like Injustice, where if you have certain parts of armor and weapons, it actually gives you boosts. We'll wait and see. I love that system, but one thing I'm not looking forward to, something we talked about very early in this, what you're going to see from that game, the reaction videos to the fatalities, the fucking, this face in every fucking video. Oh my god, it's Baraka eating out a brain. Like, what the fuck? Like,
oh, there's a new bit.
I know that's gonna be a goddamn video clip for every friggin' YouTuber out there, and I know so many people. It's like, oh my god, so and so reacts to every brutality, every X-ray thing, It's like, god damn it, yeah, we know. By 9, they introduced that shit. By 10, it was like, cool. Now it's like, it's old. Unless they somehow introduce, like, something really even more vulgar, like Baraka skull fucking you to death. I don't know what else could be introduced that's going to be like, that's shocking. I can't believe that. Noob Saibot ripped some dude and the fighters in half. That, to us, was one of the craziest ones. What could they introduce that someone could react so crazily to?
Oh, that is a good... All right. Jax transitions into a woman and tries to buy a game at GameStop.
It's ma'am. I see what you did there.
Topical.
No, I I don't know. That's the only thing I'm actually, like, it makes me kind of cringe about the fact that MK's coming out is like, ugh, every time I go on YouTube now, that's all I'm going to see is those videos.
I mean, I don't really remember seeing them that much when the other ones came out. Maybe I don't watch, it's because I don't watch as many Mortal Kombat videos.
New shit. You're like, ooh, pinball for the Atari.
If I see reaction, I'm not going to do it anyway, so.
But you just don't watch anything new, period. You don't even watch reveal shit for Mortal Kombat. I
like to be surprised by the games.
No, you keep saying that. You're just fucking lazy.
I'm also very lazy.
So don't use that as an excuse. I'd like to be surprised. But here's a fifth time I'm going to watch the same YouTube channel about some old-ass game that I played 25 times.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. So let us know.
Gotta get my confirmation bias in, Brian.
Obviously, I think it looks great. The only thing I will say is I don't think the engine looks that much better than 10.
That's the thing that I've seen, like a common criticism
about.
Yeah, is that it doesn't really look upgraded at all from 10. But like, here's the thing: NetherRealm right now is in they're on fire.
Yeah,
they haven't had a miss since MK9, really.
And between that and the Injustice series,
right. So, yeah, it's probably, even going back to our debate, it could just be a lazy sequel that they just throw some different characters and some different animations into.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we don't know enough yet about, whatever game modes or whatever features they're going to throw in there, but it's kind of hard to think of what new can they really do at this point. Because it doesn't look, visually, it doesn't look that different.
Yeah. 9, number one, the visual upgrade, getting away from 3D, going to 2.5, throwing the X-ray moves. Like we said, and that story, holy shit. 9 was the beginning of a fighting game having a story that was so, holy shit, a fighting game can have a story this legit. And then 10 just expanded upon it. I mean, from our reviews, if you want to go back and watch, that engine looks perfect. It doesn't need to look better.
Right.
You had the X-ray moves, you had the brutalities, you had the fatalities. So honestly,
and to be fair, it's dark enough you can hide a lot of shit too. Hide a lot of flaws.
I just don't know what you would need to do. I never could have conceived of the X-ray move, but that was the next level of brutality for Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Fatalities were always there, and we've seen some crazy ones. In high def and the way it looks now, obviously it's better. But yeah, it's you might need to find that next thing past the X-ray move. And obviously, I think they're spending their time with the Injustice games. I don't know if they're continuing after 2. Maybe they are. But that game, they had, it's not X-ray moves, but it's those super powerful, whatever you want to call it.
Right. It was essentially X-ray moves.
Yeah. So, I'm going to get it. I'm sure it's going to be the best fighting game of this year.
I mean, to be fair to it, MKX was almost a launch game for this generation.
Yeah.
From when it came out. So, there should have been enough time where I know this generation of games really wasn't that big. It wasn't as big a leap as 360 was from PS2. Graphically.
True. No, that's fair.
It's kind of almost like the next generation feels like it'll really be the next big leap. Where this generation was it wasn't really necessary.
It looks a lot better, and a lot of games that were previously released on already HD are now extra HD or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
It was more of an incremental upgrade, but I do feel that they it looks good. It's a game I'll get, so I'm not going to be oh, it looks like shit, because it doesn't look like shit.
You better get it. I don't want to hear no bullshit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you could my biggest fear with it is that it just has lazy sequel syndrome.
Yeah. And a lot of people, especially I noticed from our reviews, seem to comment on 10, bitching about the fact that they thought the story from 9 was better, the characters from 9 were better, which 9 was essentially a retelling of 1.
Yeah, and which it's also 10 did a lot more new.
Yeah.
Where 9 just was the established stuff, but it just made it good for today's day and age.
Well, except for 9 giving the X-ray and this and that.
Right. Well, besides all that crap.
Yeah.
9 was such an overhaul and such a shock from what was there before.
Yeah.
And such a return to form after, especially DC Universe, that people were way more impressed by it. Where with 10, they're oh, it's 9, but prettier and with slightly less stuff.
Yeah, I think the next MK, this one they'll get away with the, as Jim keeps calling it, the kind of lazy sequel. The next one will have to be that next step up. So let us know what you guys think. Are you excited? There hasn't been a ton revealed. There's like that, like I said, we said Scarlet and that other new character.
Yeah, I mean, it's also way too early right now to really make a full, obvious judgment on it. So definitely going to wait and see. Definitely going to get it.
There's no doubt. That Resident Evil 2 are my easy, like, oh, I'm getting them this year.
Right. Yeah, and for me, also Marvel vs. Cap or Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Depending on what it looks like or what they show.
So let us know what you think below, guys.
Yeah.